I am a senior patrol officer and I'm currently assigned as a training officer in the Special Operations K-9. I've been a police officer going on 10 years now. Well, the reason why I joined the police department and continue to be an officer is to help the people, help the community that I grew up in. K-9 Argo and I have been certified for 4 years. We have 13 apprehensions. Average is usually, 1 or 2 a career. So, we are seeing an uptick in the need for having K-9s and other additional tools in less lethal capacity.
He and his partner have made an excellent team and responded to some of the most difficult calls that we see as patrol officers. One thing that is really amazing about Officer Bierma is that he pays attention to what's going on around him like no other officer that I've ever seen.
December 4, 2023.
Are you and your partner available to assist ISP at Candlewood Suites?
The dispatcher said, hey, ISP needs a K-9. I started making my way down Broadway, right over the Broadway Bridge, and made that turn on Key Bank, and that's when I heard Trooper Larea say, ask for another unit, code 2, and code 2 is just a little bit shy of, I need someone here now. Something in her voice just didn't quite feel right. As I pulled in, I saw Trooper Larea, trying to find cover, and heard some of the shots, and as I got out of my car, the suspect got out of his. He was turning towards Trooper Larea's car, saw me, fired around kind of in between us, and then continued through and fired around at the car. I saw him starting to run and just went after the suspect and tried my best to catch him. If he's shooting at cops and putting innocent people and us at risk, then he's something that needs to be stopped immediately.
If you look at that video, I firmly believe that suspect was going after Officer Larea. When Officer Bierma showed up, he turned his focus to Officer Bierma and fired rounds at him.
It almost felt kind of out of body. In this line of work, we really don't have the luxury of freezing. It could take me 45 minutes to explain every little detail, seeing the bullet come out, making that thought process, choosing to do this, in reality, it's 5 or 6 seconds.
He acted and reacted as you would expect a very strong, experienced police officer to do. He ran in the direction of that gunfire. I could not be more proud of how he reacted. He chased the suspect, and ultimately, unfortunately, the suspect chose to take his own life.
Officer Bierma's actions this night were poignant examples of courage, excellence, and indeed valor.
Order arms!
He is the type of officer that you would want by your side through anything.
It's hard for a lot of people that have never been in that to know how good a hug feels when you get home. You can go back to a mostly complete, sterile, and relaxed environment and hug the family and realize, we made it through a shift. My training's working. I'm where I needed to be when I needed to be there.
Clearly, Officer Bierma reacted in a way that was above and beyond what his duties were required. He chased a bad guy, helped apprehend in the course of being fired at. It doesn't get more difficult or daring than what he did.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't nice to get an award. It's always nice to be recognized for stuff, but at the end of the day, even if we didn't have an award, the fact that we're both home safe is more than enough for me.